Feed our family! Give us our nest back! That's supposed to feed all of us! Don't sign it! Sign it! Don't sign nothing! Don't sign it! He's after stealing our fish! Yeah. What's the uniform? Don't sign it! Don't sign it, boys! Those ancestral rights for as long as we live. We are not concerned about a jail term on this. I'm not afraid of any long jail terms. The long-term fight that I'm worried about is that we have to be out here every day at some lake, somewhere in the state of Minnesota. And one of the discriminatory acts is about issuing fishing license. I was issued a fishing license to hunt or to fish on the lakes inside the boundaries of the Leech Lake Reservation. Now some white person was also issued a license yesterday to hunt in lakes or to fish in the lakes within Minnesota. But what is discriminatory in this license doesn't give us a right to fish right over here in Lake Bemidji. On the other hand, if you've received a license from the state of Minnesota, you can fish at Leech Lake without any kind of punitive damage, without any punitive action taken against you. You've seen today these people confiscating our nets, citing people, threatening them with jail. But when people come and fish in our lakes, we cannot impound their boats, we cannot confiscate their cars or their trailers.
Which takes all of these people here, all of you here supporting us. That's exactly what this takes. It doesn't take one person going out there and doing this. Some people believe that, and I believe it myself, otherwise I wouldn't have went out there and did it. Okay? But it takes more than one person to say, hey, this is wrong. This is not right. The way that things are done is not the right way to do it. Now, as I said, I'm only 32, which I'm not an elder. I came out here at a request of one of my elders. I was given tobacco and asked to come out on the lake with them and said, hey, here we go, cousin. I said, you know what? I've read the 1855 to a point. I know some, I know more than most people would I guess, have the knowledge to know about it. But when I do read it, it reverts back to the people. Now, we are the people. If we're not the people, we're nobody. We're one single individual out here. Now, one single individual out there, if there weren't all this press on the shore, all these radios, all these TVs, I would have been sitting in jail. They would have pulled me out of the lake, out of the boat, right there on the spot and pulled me into jail. Because I'm just a single man out there on the lake. As you all seen, they took my nets, they cut them, and they dumped them. They took them in their boats, they took my net buckets. I'm not too happy with what happened here today. During the state of Minnesota, we are not state Indians. When we signed our treaty rights, we did not say, oh, okay, we're state Indians. We're county Indians. You don't come from Cass County. You don't come from Beltrami County. You come from the state of Minnesota in the United States of America. But under that, we're not county Indians. We're not state Indians. We should not have been governed by the state DNR. The state is making up rules and regulations for us to go by. And in our treaty meetings, as they said, it's only a piece of paper. Which, by believe it or not, came from where? Our land. These trees you see in front of you, they signed that parchment on that piece of paper, which they stole from our land. Whiter was talking about with their lumber rights and their treaty rights and stuff. Where's Leech Lake's people to step up and say they stole from us too? We are not just one people. We are the whole. It's called Anishinaabeg, the original people, not you, and you. You know, we're all one as a people. But with that, I'll just see if somebody...
We went to the Democrats, we asked the Republicans, we asked them to help us get affirmative action so our people can become a part of the society here in Bemidji. And now today here in the paper, they said that we're taking steps back and this is gonna create animosities. These animosities always been here. And we're trying to break the back of this institutionalized, systematic racism that has been keeping me down and my people. I don't want this life for my kids. I don't want my kids to grow up like I did, just because of what's going on here. And we had to step away. I've been working with efforts with Dennis Banks and some other elders that I've been consulting about. What are we going to do? And we came up with the decision that we're breaking away from the Democrats. We're not going to seek help from them no more. We're creating our own political party called the Ogichidawags for Justice, the Warriors for Justice Party. Starting here on May 18th till June 1st, we got 2 weeks to get 500 signatures for each Gregory Paquin and Nicole Bolio so we can stay on that ballot, so we can provide you guys with the voice, because our people have been kept out of the Senate halls for far too long. And it's things like this this is a result of us being left out of the decision-making process. And then people ask us why we're doing this. We're doing this for you guys. We're doing this for them kids. That's why we're doing this. That's why we're standing up. A lot of Indian people don't want to stand behind us because they're scared. They're scared of, we're endangering this way of life for them, of oppression. But they're not beating up the same old Indians. We're young. We're the new life of this struggle. That in 1934 they robbed us of our traditional governments and replaced us with the Reorganization Act. They gave us away to the vulnerability of the Democratic Party. Now, I've seen a lot of these Indians there, and they just make me ashamed. They're not even standing up for us. A lot of the Indians that show up to these political get-togethers, they're not standing up for us. They're sitting down and nodding their heads with them white guys. Well, with that, I don't know, that's just what I had to tell you guys, because a lot of people ain't aware of what we're doing. And I think that you guys deserve to know that we are trying to stand up for you guys. We are trying to stand up for our people. We are trying to stand up for our children.